Welcome back. Her doctor ordered her not to stop smoking marijuana, but the court just caught her failing a drug test right before a massive heart surgery.
All right, calling case number 2401321, Jasmine Copeland.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Falick, your appearance?
Ben Falick appearing on behalf of Ms. Copeland.
All right, Ms. Copeland, can you state your full name, please?
Jasmine Copeland.
Thank you, ma'am. Today's date and time set for a pretrial. Counsel, looks like you've worked out a resolution where the original charge of driving while license suspended is going to be reduced to allowing unlicensed person to drive. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
Very good. And it looks like Ms. Copeland went out in March and got herself a full and valid license, which is great work done by, actually, it looks like, hang on a second here. Take a look and see. Okay, so she's had her license for a minute, but didn't take care of this traffic warrant. Does that sound right, Miss Copeland?
Yeah.
Okay, but you know the nice thing is that although we would have preferred to see you sooner, Miss Copeland, I'm glad to see you now, so that in addition to having a valid license, you don't have any warrants where you're looking over your shoulder and wondering what's next. And so, well done with this, and we're going to take care of this today, and I will be reducing your fines and costs because you do have a valid license. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, please put your hand down. Ms. Copeland, can you read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes.
Can you hear and understand me?
Yes.
All right, you're pleading guilty to allowing a licensed person to drive. That's a misdemeanor charge, carrying with it a maximum possible fine of $500 plus costs and up to 93 days in jail, all at this court's discretion. Before you enter a plea, you should understand you have the right to represent yourself or be represented by an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, you want to be appointed for you at public expense. You have the right to a trial, either by me or by a jury. At that trial, you'd have the right to confront, cross-examine, question all witnesses brought against you. You'd have the right to have the court subpoena witnesses on your behalf. You'd have the right to testify if you wanted to, remain silent if you wanted to, and no one could say anything about you remaining silent. As you appear before this court, you're presumed innocent of this charge, and your guilt has to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Ms. Copeland, do you understand that once you enter a plea, you give up all those rights that I just said that you have in a trial?
Yes.
Once you plead guilty, there'll be no trial. You understand that?
Yes.
Has anybody promised you or threatened you in any way other than the reduction in charge?
No.
Is it your own choice to do this?
Yes.
Okay, pretty simple. Back on July 8th of the year 2024, were you in the city of Berkeley?
Yes.
And did you allow an unlicensed person to drive your vehicle, that person being you?
Yes.
Okay, satisfied, Mr. Bailey?
Yes, thank you.
I too am satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, and accurate. I will accept the same. Anything as to sentencing, Mr. Bailey?
No, Judge, as you observed, Ms. Copeland is a licensed lawful driver and appreciates any reduction in fines and costs.
Okay. All right, Ms. Copeland, is there anything you would like to say before this court imposes a sentence?
No.
Okay, since you have a valid license now, the maximum fine is $500. I will waive it. I will reduce that to $25. The maximum court costs are $500. I'll waive those. The state of Michigan costs, I can't do anything on that. That's $125, but the grand total will be $150. There's a $75 bench warrant fee. I'm going to waive that as well. So all that's left, ma'am, is the $150. If I give you 3 months to take care of it, can you get that done?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to give you 90 days time to pay. If you need more time than that, Ms. Copeland, just give us a call, okay?
Okay. How would I go about paying it? Would I be able to do it online, or would I have to come in and pay
You
it?
could do it either way. I can give you a phone number and they can walk you through it if you'd like.
Okay. 1 second. What's the phone number?
248
Mm-hmm.
246
Mm-hmm.
3675.
Okay.
All right, good job on getting your license. And once you take care of this, then you won't have to worry about any more warrants from our court for sure. All right, good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You as well.
Okay, so Ms. Blakeney, any luck on Ms. Johnson?
Your Honor, can you take her out of the breakout room, please? Also, Your Honor, I asked her to take her camera off because she's
Okay.
having a lot of connectivity issues.
Okay, so Ms. Johnson, go ahead and keep your camera off, but I do need you to unmute.
Uh-oh.
Ms. Johnson, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you as well. That's exactly where we're good now. So if you start to break up, let's just leave your camera off for now, because sometimes, ma'am, depending on the internet connection, sending both audio and video can make things really lag. So I'm okay with you keeping your screen off for now, okay?
Okay.
All right, 2600490. People v. Sabrina Johnson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edith Blakeney on behalf of Sabrina Johnson. Your Honor, this is the date and time scheduled for pretrial, and my client agrees to participate virtually. Your Honor, there was an offer to reduce the operating with a high BAC to operating while intoxicated and to dismiss the open intox. My client will plead no contest for lack of memory. Ms. Johnson, can you please state your name for the record?
Sabrina Renee Johnson.
All right, Ms. Johnson, please raise your right hand.
Okay.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, please put your hand down. All right. Ms. Johnson, can you read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes.
Can you hear and understand me?
Yes.
Have you had a full chance to discuss this with your attorney, Ms.
Yes.
Blakeney? And are you
Yes.
satisfied with her advice?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty to operating while intoxicated. That's a misdemeanor charge, carrying with it a maximum possible fine of $500 plus costs and up to 93 days in jail, all at this court's discretion. It also carries a hard suspension of your license for 30 days, but you get a restricted license after that. Before you enter a plea, you should understand you have the right to represent yourself or be represented by an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one would be appointed for you at public expense. You have the right to a trial, either by me or by a jury. At that trial, you'd have the right to confront, cross-examine, question all witnesses brought against you. You'd have the right to have the court subpoena witnesses on your behalf. You have the right to testify if you wanted to, remain silent if you wanted to, and no one could say anything about you remaining silent. As you appear before this court, you're presumed innocent of this charge, and your guilt has to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Ms. Johnson, do you understand that once you plead no contest, you give up all those rights that I just said that you have at a trial?
Yes.
Once you plead no contest, there'll be no trial.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Other than the reduction in charge that Ms. Blakeney worked out for you, other than that, has anybody else promised you or threatened you in any way to get you to give up your rights and enter a plea?
No.
In the end, is it your own choice to do this, Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Very good. All right. I'm going to, Ms. Blakeney, based on the lack of memory, you're stipulating to use of the police report. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, sorry.
All right. That's fine, Ms. Johnson. All right. Let me just take a look at it for a minute. Okay. Satisfied that there's a factual basis to establish that on or about December 28th of last year, 2025, that Ms. Johnson was in the city of Berkeley and did commit the offense. Ms. Blakeney, are you satisfied with the plea?
I am satisfied, Your Honor.
I too am satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, and accurate. I will accept the same. I'm going to order an alcohol screening and assessment. Now, it's my understanding, Ms. Blakeney, I don't know if you're made aware of this, but she had a positive test on her SoberLink device. It sounds as if she had some incorrect direction from a treating physician, and I'm hoping that she reached out and got alternate
Yes.
options. Do you know that?
Yes.
No, I wasn't. No, I was not made aware of any of that, Your Honor.
Okay.
And
So basically, yeah, she had a positive alcohol screen. The court is not going to take any action right now, as long as I know a couple things. One, Ms. Johnson is back on track with her testing and they're negative, and that she did communicate with her doctor and found alternative treatment methods. Did you, Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Very good. Okay.
and what date?
Clearly,
What was that positive test date, Your Honor? And
Last
it was
week.
positive for alcohol. Oh,
positive for alcohol, May 21st.
okay. Okay.
So, Ms. Johnson, I want to make sure you understand. I'm
Yes.
very much mindful of, and I'm not going to put this all on the record. You did reach out and at least give us some information about some serious health challenges you're facing, and I want you to get the best of care. I believed, however, that there were alternatives to that route, and so I'm glad you made the phone call to seek out those alternatives, because, Ms. Johnson, not only do I want you to do well on probation, but I want you to be able to maintain your health. So I think working together, we can both deal with this case and deal
Yes.
with the support that you need for your health, okay?
Okay.
Your Honor.
And obviously, yes, Ms. Blakeney.
When given the opportunity, I would like to address bond conditions, and then the date of sentencing, because my client is having heart surgery on July 24th. And then I'm unavailable June 29th through July 3rd. So I just want to make
we could set it for July 7th or July 14th. We could
Okay,
set those for you now.
Okay. Because I know when she's having this surgery, she is going to need a recuperation time, healing time. Okay.
For sure.
July 6th is fine. Okay.
So which date would you want, the 7th or 14th?
Let's see. Let's do the 14th, Your Honor. I mean, no, the 14th. The 14th, Your Honor.
All right. We'll do the 14th at 1:30 p.m. Ms. Johnson, the sentencing will be in person, so we'll get a chance to meet face to face. And then in the meantime,
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Can we do July 7th if it's going to be in the afternoon?
Sure. July 7th. The important thing now, ma'am, is that you just continue to follow the rules of your bond, okay? And frankly, we want you to stay away from anything that could, potentially get in the way of this important surgery that you're having, okay?
Okay.
So I'll see you on July 7th. We'll come up with a plan. In addition, the court, I work with people all the time that have to have a period of time where they're away from their probation responsibilities because of a health issue. We do this all the time. So you don't have to worry well, what if I miss an alcohol test, or what if I miss a probation meeting? We're going to work with you on this as long as you communicate with us what's going on with you, okay?
Okay.
All right. So
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Is the alcohol test still this machine I got at home?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I don't have to go to a building.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, just keep doing it. I want to keep it that way for your convenience so that you can stay at home, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck, ma'am.
Okay,
Your Honor. Wait.
Wait.
Your
Ms.
Honor.
Johnson, go ahead.
Oh, I was talking to my lawyer.
Oh,
just wait. Talk to me. If it's something that we can discuss privately, just wait a minute. Your Honor, I know she had that positive test on May 21st, and I do believe she had some confusion about how she was supposed to be testing, even though she did have the sober link. She's communicated to me that I guess the testing is causing her financial problems. Is that correct, Ms. Johnson?
It's the drop. They call me every day, and you have to bring money every day, but I don't have no job. I'm on a fixed income right now due to medical.
Okay.
Is
Okay,
that
so it's probably when she has to go in and drop for drug testing.
this January?
So is that the big challenge, Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Okay,
Money.
so here's what I'm willing to do. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. The challenges that you were, when you first got on the bond, you were positive for THC. You're not supposed to be using marijuana. I trust that that you've stopped using marijuana, but the problem is marijuana stays in your system for a minute, okay? And that does cause a person to continue to test positive, but hopefully over time you get, lower and lower amounts. But they're testing her 3 times a month. That's a little high. If she was using marijuana, I can reduce that down to simply once a month.
Thank you.
My doctor, can I ask a question?
What?
Yeah.
My doctor told me not to stop smoking.
So what I want you to do is talk with Miss Blakeney, okay? Talk with Miss Blakeney because you may have a medical, a justifiable reason to get a medical marijuana card, which the court can work with, and then we would really end up walking back your testing significantly. But Miss Blakeney can help you with all that, okay?
Okay.
But for now, I'm going to amend her testing to 1 time a month.
Okay.
And then lastly, Your Honor, I know the court communicates through email and by mail. Just want to put on the record, sometimes my client has a hard time responding to the emails or utilizing emails.
Yes.
And comprehending them.
Well, as long as we have the Strathmore address is still good and our phone number is still good, we can always use those ways of contact.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Okay. Call me this afternoon, Ms. Johnson.
Okay, so I can get you'll be able to give me.
Just call me this afternoon, or just call me this afternoon, okay?
Can I take down because I it's probably in my
can we go back in a breakout, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
She can leave when she's done. All right. Devin Carter, 2501170.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brill Seward on behalf of Mr. Carter. I believe Mr. Carter is still not here. I would request an adjournment on his behalf.
I will adjourn it 1 time at your request, but the next time will be a bench warrant. But I want to at least give you a chance to see if Mr. Carter will respond to you. He gave us what we believe was a good phone number, so hopefully you'll be able to get a hold of him, Ms. Seward.
Would you be able to privately chat that to me? Because I called the court and the court did not have a phone number for him. I only have an address and was not able to reach him via snail mail.
Well, let's take a look. I'm going to send you what we have from the magistrate, but yeah, that's from April 21st. So let's take a look here. Either way, I want to give you an adjournment so you can try to get a hold of him. And I'm also going to send you, just in case you know what, that's I'm curious as well, because it looks like, Monica, we're going to have to make sure to make note of this, because there's a new address and new phone number, and it doesn't look like that was updated. It doesn't look like that was updated in the file.
Oh, may I have the new address? Maybe that's why mine got returned.
Now I'm going to type this in. All right, so I'm clearly going to adjourn this at this point in time, and we'll send you notice the next date, okay?
I appreciate it, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, Nicholas Grandelius. How do I say that, Mr. Lustig?
Grandelius, Judge.
Grandelius. Okay. All right, your appearance, counsel?
Dov Lustig on behalf of the defendant, Judge. Stay here. Oh, yeah.
All right, Mr. Grandelius, state your full name.
Nicholas Royce Grandelius.
Grandelius, but I had it wrong.
All right, Grandelius.
Yep.
All right, today's date and time set for pretrial. Mr. Lustig, you have a plea form in the file. Are you ready on this?
I am.
All right, Mr. Grandelius, please raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
All right, please put your hand down. Can you read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes.
Can you hear and understand me?
Yes, sir.
Have you had a full chance to talk to your lawyer about this?
Yes.
And are you satisfied with Mr. Lustig's advice?
Yes, I am.
You're pleading guilty to operating while intoxicated. That's a misdemeanor charge, carrying with it a maximum possible fine of $500 plus costs and up to 93 days in jail, all at this court's discretion. Before you enter a plea, you should understand you have the right to represent yourself or be represented by an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one to be appointed for you at public expense. You have the right to a trial, either by me or by a jury. At that trial, you'd have the right to confront, cross-examine, question all witnesses brought against you. You'd have the right to have the court subpoena witnesses on your behalf. You'd have the right to testify if you wanted to, remain silent if you wanted to, and no one could say anything about you remaining silent. As you appear before this court, you're presumed innocent of these charges, and your guilt has to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Sir, do you understand that once you enter a plea, you give up all those rights that I just said that you have in a trial?
Yes.
You plead guilty, there'll be no trial. You understand that?
Yes.
Anybody promise you or threaten you in any way?
No.
It's your own choice to do this?
Yes.
And before we get into the factual basis, I do also want to remind you, and I'm sure Mr. Lustig has already told you this, but once I accept the plea, there will be a hard suspension of your license for 30 days, but then you'll get restricted privileges after that, okay? All right, direct your attention to April 5th of this year, 2026. You're operating a motor vehicle in the city of Berkeley in the area of Woodward and 12 Mile.
Yes.
At some point in time, were you stopped by the police?
Yes.
And then did they have you step out of your vehicle, do field sobriety tests, like walk and turn, all of that?
Yep.
And then were you placed under arrest?
Yes.
Transported back to the Berkeley Police Department?
Yes.
And then did they have you do a breath test?
Yes.
All right, counsel, for purposes of this plea, stipulate to a 0.258, 0.245.
Yes, and just for your information, it was rising. The PBT was 0.20, which is really a big rise. I'm not sure what was going on physiologically, but for the purposes of the plea, yes, we would.
Right. Mr. Grandelius, what were you drinking to get to that bodily alcohol content? Was it beer, wine, liquor? What was it?
It was a really sweet punch.
That had alcohol in it, and he didn't quite recognize how much it had in it.
Looking back on it now, with the benefit of hindsight, would you agree that your ability to operate that vehicle in a normal manner was substantially affected by your consumption of alcohol?
Yes.
All right. Satisfied, Mr. Lustig?
Yes, I am, Judge.
I too am satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, and accurate. I will accept the same. Mr. Lustig, so obviously you would have advised him that I'm going to be putting some testing level in place. What can you bring me up to speed on about Mr. Grandelius and that can assist me in setting the most appropriate bond conditions and getting ready for next steps?
Well, I think you'll be pleased. Number one, his mom is here in the office. He has great family support. Like Your Honor, he lost his father at a young age. He's already done the victim impact panel. He's already seen Raj Mehta. I have an evaluation and a certificate indicating completion of the educational class. And he's been testing 3 times a day on SoberLink, and his results have been absolutely perfect. So if that's kind of what you were looking for, Judge, that's what we've got.
Well, see, that's why, Mr. Lustig, I don't always I don't always ask before I set the bond conditions, but I had every expectation that you would not present yourself with Mr. Grandelius without having significant safeguards in place. Mr. Grandelius, obviously, Mr. Lustig was able to work out for you a reduction in charge. But beyond that, his responsibility, at least that I've seen him in practice, he feels a responsibility to make sure that you're okay, that you have the tools that you need, not just to get through this experience, but going forward. So all of the things that he's had you do are all things that certainly that I would want you to be doing. So the SoberLink device is going to continue, Mr. Lustig. If you could just work out with my probation department, I'm not going to put him on pretrial services then. I'm just going to have this all worked out with probation. And as long as we can get those results, then we'll just continue the testing protocol as it is.
That's great. What,
All right, so
who do you like him to contact and by what manner?
all right. So, Mr. Grandelius, just because I have to put the bond on the record, I'm going to set a $500 personal bond. It's not a cash bond. It's your personal promise that you will show up for all future court dates and that you will follow my bond conditions. You're not to leave the state of Michigan without the permission of this court. Not that you can't leave. Just talk to Mr. Lustig and he'll get a hold of the court and we'll make the arrangements. No new criminal offenses. Let us know if you change your address. No alcohol, marijuana, or illegal controlled substances. You'll be testing on a SoberLink device. That'll be 3 times a day. And you'll contact probation when we're done. Probably give them a call this afternoon. They won't have to file yet, Mr. Lustig, but the phone number is 248-246-3670. And do you know what agency he has a SoberLink through?
House arrest services, sir.
Thank you. Already has through house arrest. All right. No bars, clubs, liquor stores, anything like that. If you have questions, concerns, that's what you got Mr. Lustig for. And we'll see you back here for sentencing. My staff will be in touch with you and Mr. Lustig, and they'll set up an interview date. Because all I know about you right now, sir, is what I read in the police report. My guess is there's more to you than that. So we'll set up an interview. After they get done with the interview, which will be on Zoom, they prepare a report. You and Mr. Lustig get a copy of that report. And then after I've heard from probation and after I hear from you and Mr. Lustig, then I come up with a plan for how we move forward. Now, the bodily alcohol content is very high on this one. I'm glad that Mr. Lustig pointed out there might be some explanations for that. But regardless, it's something that I'm so grateful that you're already trying to address it and that you've got the SoberLink to show that you can stay away from alcohol. Because sometimes, and in some courts, and Mr. Lustig will tell you, right, that some courts will see a number like that and say, well, that's a jail sentence. That's not how I work. It's person by person, case by case. And I really do take a look at what somebody does on bond before I take that leap to decide to put somebody in jail. You're doing the right things right now. Keep it up. All right.
Judge, 2 questions for you, if I may.
Very good. Yes.
Those dates of the 7th and the 14th of July, are those sentencing dates that you're offering now, or does that come later from your probation department?
Usually it comes later, but I know we have those dates available. So I can at least, if you have one that you prefer, I can at least let them know and see if we can try to tie it in for that date.
If they can do 7th in the afternoon, that'd be great. And we'll wait for the notice, of course, that would confirm or deny what you just stated.
Yeah, I'm going to just tell my staff to set it for 7/7 at 1:45 in person.
Great. And the second question, when you're ready,
Go ahead.
would be the materials that I have in terms of the certificates and the evaluation from Dr. Meadow. How would you like, if I wanted to forward those to you before sentencing, by which manner would you like that?
So what I'd like if you could get that to probation so they can incorporate it into their report.
Sure.
If you give them a call, they'll give you the probation officer doing the PSI. They'll give you that person's email address, and then you can just scan and email it to them.
Okay, great.
So 248-246-3670.
Yep.
All right. Very good, Mr. Lustig. Always nice to see you. Mr.
Yeah.
Grandelius, let's get to work.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Judge.
All right, have a good day.
You too. Nice to see you last night.
Nice to see you as
Thanks for the
well.
kind words to my daughter. I know it makes her feel very special.
She should know. She should know what you do. All right.
Thank you.
Ms. Amane, as always, great work, and we'll see you soon, okay?
Thank you.